What's going on, y'all? Oh, yes, it's your boy, Big Bear the Bear, aka Straight Up Reviews in the house, where everybody has happy face frowns, where we burn it straight on down. Woo, pow! As you guys already see right here in my HAND, Raw and Uncut, we've been lively, extra happy that we finally got the Nintendo Switch 2 with all of the rumors that was out before the revealing of it, and now it's finally here in our hands. Now you see this lovely interface right here. Now I'm gonna tell you guys real raw and uncut. I think Nintendo should have, changed it up for the Nintendo Switch 2. We all know that Nintendo can be lazy. They was pretty much lazy with the Nintendo Switch 1 because there was a lot of stuff that they could have implemented with the screen as well. I wanted wallpapers. I don't want to keep seeing this bland. But yeah, so let me get to it real raw and uncut. Do you guys see this right here, Nintendo? Do you guys see this right here, all my bear snugglies that's right here watching this video right now? Wouldn't you love for Nintendo for us to add themes on the outside with this Mario Kart display, with the up-and-coming Super Mario game, Super Smash Brothers game? This is what Nintendo needs to implement because, like I said, y'all, we have all been asking for themes since the what, y'all? The Nintendo Switch 1. Now, like I'm gonna say with the Nintendo Switch 2, we all have been asking for a more powerful Nintendo Switch, and it's right here, real raw with uncut, the Nintendo Switch 2. Now we all paid a lot of money, Nintendo, real raw and uncut. So this time we are not gonna go for the laziness because we want a lot of things implemented inside this console, and that I really wanted up into the Nintendo Switch, which could have been added on day one, is a messaging system. Because like I said, this console right here is too powerful not to have that, and it doesn't even make sense that it doesn't even have that, because like I said, the PlayStation, the Xbox, they all have a messaging system where all our favorite followers that we have as friends requests come inside the Nintendo Switch community. We get a lot of friends, so why can't we just message everybody and say, hey, what's up? Back in the days where we had 3DS and everything was so great, when they had great stuff in here where we get to draw, where we get to communicate by pictures and words, we're on Uncut, we had a little community. They need to also bring that back in here as well. We already know that Nintendo is trying to be careful this time, but anyways, Nintendo, we are living in different times. If Call of Duty and these other gaming companies can have online to combat toxicity, we know you can still do it on the real serious point, Nintendo. You already know, y'all, that Nintendo don't even play. But yeah, so that's my number one thing. What I want up in here is a messaging system, because like I said, ain't no point in keep adding friends and you can't write them. That don't make any sense, Nintendo. So to Nintendo, let me tell you, you know us gamers are crazy. You know you gotta give gamers what they want to make your company thrive. Real raw and uncut, you got your chance for the Nintendo Switch 2 with this garbage can. If you don't get it right, you better get it tight, because like I said, don't make us Wii U you. Oh, we're all jokes to the side, because I know people are gonna get butthurt that I threw my Nintendo Switch away, but let me take it back out, because like I said, y'all, I want to play Donkey Kong Bonanza, real raw and uncut. But hey, Nintendo, like I said, y'all, you better get it right, you better get it tight, because if not, we will Wii U you. On the real raw and uncut note, the Nintendo Switch 2 is actually a great portable console to have on the handheld and also in dock mode. Don't let any of these haters doubt you about the Nintendo Switch 2, because like I said, y'all, a lot of people was crying and bickering and icking that they wanted a more powerful Switch that Nintendo should have brought with the first go around. And like I said, y'all, this one right here, they actually delivered. Now we got some entitled people out there saying, oh my gosh, it still sucks. It's still not, what we wanted, because it has to be up to the par of a console, of a PC, blah, blah, blah. And also the Xbox Series Wax X. If you guys want a handheld console like the PlayStation and the Xbox Series Wax X or a PC, make sure you guys just go build one up and make one as heavy as a console with a screen where you can hold up to your face and look straight dumb. Ooh, the Straight Up Reviews is coming out of me. Don't bring it back. Some of you guys know, everybody in the Nintendo community ate my chakalaka up, because I have been playing this Nintendo Switch when I played Street Fighter, and my hands kept feeling like they was about to just fall off, or something was wrong with the Joy-Cons. I was like, what is going on? So I kept taking it out like this and clipping it in to make sure I got everything magnetically strong, just be clipping right here. And I went back to playing and I said, damn, what is going on? And what I noticed, like everybody else been complaining, Joy-Con wiggle. You see that? The Joy-Con wiggle right there. Well, everybody came at me talking about, oh, I'm a big old beastly man. I'm a strong man that eat my daggone spinach like Popeye the Sailor Man. I need to learn to take care of my Nintendo Switch 2 because my Nintendo Switch Joy-Con 2s is fitting on there snugly without even the Joy-Con wiggle. That's bullshit because I see other people's videos that are actually implementing this, that Nintendo is this right here saying that they made this on purpose so that way this chip inside here does not even snap off, and I call that bull. So if you wanted to make that on purpose, why couldn't you add little lock systems in place to combat the Joy-Con wiggle? That's an update that you guys can probably implement into the Nintendo Switch OLED, or you could have been doing it to have wear and tear to make more money on your Joy-Cons and your Nintendo Switch 2s. Gotcha! But I have a feeling later on down the line with wear and tear use, it is actually going to be a big problem. So I recommend people, we're all Uncut, if you are playing your Switch just in handheld mode, make sure you guys go get a protective case that fits all the way around. That way it can hold all these two Joy-Cons into one place, and that way when you're playing you don't have to worry about going through the Joy-Con wiggle. We're all Uncut because that's what I did. So you see what I got, my protective case right here to combat the Joy-Con wiggle. And like I said, if you guys want a case like me, go to the video description below into my Amazon affiliate store. You will see it up in there, and get you a anti-Joy-Con wiggle case for your Nintendo Switch 2s, real raw and uncut. And by the way, to combat the Joy-Con wiggle, to protect your precious Nintendo Switch, make sure you guys also go get you a Nintendo Switch Pro Controller number 1, number 2 to protect my gaming wealth of the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh yeah! But a lot of people was like, well, maybe you got a defect. No, I don't, because everybody else is having the Joy-Con wiggle right here, as you guys can see. Now, that could be the reason why Nintendo is saying that they will replace the Joy-Con drift and anything going on with the Joy-Cons for free. They know what they're doing. But like I said, y'all, to be real raw and uncut with you, I am definitely enjoying the Nintendo Switch 2 because like I said, y'all, it runs faster. The interface is very smooth. They need to add themes because I'm tired of looking at this unsexy ass screen. So I'm pretty sure that if we voice our opinions to Nintendo, we keep putting it up out there, apply the pressure, they will make things happen along the line. But anyways, y'all, like I said, y'all, if you guys are a fan of Nintendo, we're on Uncut, and if you guys want something that's better in performance, get you the Nintendo Switch 2, because I'm telling you guys, if you don't get you the Nintendo Switch 2, and if you doubting it, you are going to be missing out on the up and coming better games that are going to be along the way with the triple titles that we weren't able to play on the Nintendo Switch 1. And also, you are going to be missing out on the older games where you're able to play on the Nintendo Switch 2 with better performance and better upgrade capacity. Real, raw, and uncut. So anyways, y'all, don't let anybody control your pockets. Like I said, y'all, there's human error. Things aren't never ever real, raw, and uncut perfect. Stop being a gamer, Karen, and take your ass up out there and go upgrade yourself. Oh yes, real, raw, and uncut. And by the way, you're not going to be able to play Call of Duty Black Ops 7, GTA 6 when it drops, The Witcher 4 when it drops, like the new Zelda game, Super Smash Brothers Ultimate Part 2. Oh yes, you see what I'm saying? And that people say, oh, you know what I'm saying, people be bootlicking and all that because they go out and buy the first, batch. I'm gonna wait 6 months, I'm gonna wait this and that, you know what I'm saying, because they're gonna make them better with a better updated up graphics and boom. Well, anyways, you spend your money how you guys want to spend it. We're all Uncut because I spend my money how I want to spend it. So like I said, y'all, go ahead and enjoy the Switch 2 while it's here. We're all Uncut because like I said, a lot of people asked for a more powerful Nintendo Switch 2, and we are finally here. Now, I got to say, some other problems with it. Even though we are enjoying it, I am enjoying it. I'm having a real raw and uncut, spectacular, wonderful with this thing. I am dissing my PlayStation 5 for about 2 weeks. Ain't that right, Sanchez? I know you miss your boy on Call of Duty, don't you? I'll be back, bro. Battery life is trash. Oh my gosh. Because when I charge it up, I'm saying, damn, I'm out of battery already, I want to be able to play longer with this Nintendo Switch Unplugged. But we already know that every time these companies release a brand spanking new handheld, they gotta go cheap. They gotta give us a battery that's whack. They gotta give updates to fix the issue. So maybe Nintendo can fix the issue with the battery, because I'm seeing also that's a lot of complaints into the Nintendo Switch community, and also on the Nintendo Switch. That's the #1 complaint. And also my complaint, like everybody else, really got the Joy-Con wiggle like she's twerking. I know a lot of people are mad because Nintendo should have came out with the Nintendo Switch OLED. Like I said, y'all, it is coming pretty soon, years down the line. So we already know that Nintendo has to put out every little refresh consoles of what they doing on their, roadmap. So I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna rush to get a Nintendo Switch OLED. I'm pretty sure there's people that skipped out on this version of the Nintendo Switch 2 and is waiting for an OLED, raw and uncut, because hey, we all gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. And like I've been stressing out there, there's also a Nintendo Switch 2 Lite coming, raw and uncut. We all know that's on the horizon for Nintendo. With the Joy-Con, I think the shoulder button right here is a little bit too long, because sometimes when I play my games, I am pressing these shoulder buttons when I'm not meant to pressing. Like when I do a move, I'm like, damn, what? Hold up, I didn't press that.
Let me tell you something with this wiggly Joy-Con finger right here of mine. Let me tell you, Princess Peach, I can do something with my wiggly finger. You need to let Bowser stop scratching you with his daggone dragon claws.
So, but overall, y'all, this is my experience of bringing you guys my, thoughts and impressions and what I think that they should fix. And I'm just being real, raw and uncut. This is a great console. It's not perfect. Like I said, we all have human errors. But hey, over time, like I said, y'all, get the next updates. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy your games. But to the people out there that's tripping and icking and your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Get out there and go get one, because like I said, you will be surprised. Oh yeah. Love all my game gangsters out there and all my Nintendo Switch owners of the Nintendo Switch 2s. Real, raw, and uncut. But let me tell you though, I still love my Nintendo Switch 1.